That's reality TV.
It's my life. You see everything. I dey punch for money.
India. Reports.
Sing.
Famous chambers. And they do like people is only. What's up? How you doing? I see you. Say what there. Nobody will you now.
Maybe I make I dey ask them for my phone.
You're not going to say. You're not going to.
Some persons will promise you letter, and that letter might be now.
Don't remind them.
Oh, letter might be. That's now. I'll be waving downstairs now. Nobody wants to talk.
Emma, get me please clean my free man. Jamal. Look, I'm doing
Look one sec. Look am small. Put am shake am. Come on. Come here like that. Just put am small.
This will be here for those that are not taking children.
Cover.
That's reality TV.
Good morning, housemates. Silence, they say, is golden. From the moment I decided to hold my peace, I have been watching and monitoring things from afar. All the discussions, everything said and everything done. The conversation in the kitchen and how every housemate were airing their opinion and taking a stand. housemates had their opinions. I listened carefully to the intervening gesture of Omotola in the kitchen. The dialogue in the head of house room involving Nobito Abuturo and co. I will give you an instance. Abuturo.
Stars.
I would like to make a representation known to the House here and now. In less than 12 hours, so many things have happened in the House. And it boils down to the fact that stars must be present at all times to help you manage your affairs. I'm talking about managing the affairs of full-fledged adults. Interesting. Last night was embellished with lots of mixed feelings. Housemates taking sides. People giving different interpretations to the situation on ground. What makes you think stars does not decide to give you people some time, or more like a test to see how well you can manage your affairs? Severally, I have made something very clear to all housemates. Put aside your status outside the house. Even if you are the only son or an only daughter to the governor of a state, if you have toured around the world and dined with kings and queens, even if you wallow in abject penury and poverty, even if where you're coming from, a meal a day is so much luxury to you. Even if you've had a vacation with the Kardashians.
It's that reality TV.
Before you speak, I need all housemates to please move into the common room. Abuturo.
Stars.
There was a passive pandemonium, and it seems you were caught in the middle of it all. Stars would want to know your stand on the issues on ground.
Okay, Stars, for obvious reasons, I'm sure you have been listening. I'm not thinking, I know this is not the first, second, or third time the person in question has been direct at me for reasons I do not know. I took a first, a second, which I'm very sure there were so many witnesses, if not everybody at the time. And for the last one on ground, I didn't think was necessary, because for no reasons was that direction to me anywhere needed. And if for the fact that in excuse of being furious, angry, or whatsoever, I am also human and I have my limits too. And with no apologies, if I was driven to the wall and acted differently, I would not have felt any remorse, even though I still had a bit of control. I think I should have gone extra, because, let me use the name now, Majesty has become a thorn in fleshes. And I don't know where that God has come from. Not knowing where or how so evil some other persons could be. Let's say for the excuse of she's been, permit me to use the word, ignorant or childish. I can actually be a child because nobody knows my age. I can decide to act anyhow I want and say I did that out of the influence of being a child, or out of the influence of being angry or pushed. This is me trying to be nice, if I can say that, yeah. Yesterday, in the confines of the head of house's room, I was speaking to her closest of pals in the house, the head of house himself, and I think at one point Nobito was present. This is someone I take sides for in closed doors. I don't know if people do that openly and want to get applause, but for no reason have I ever thought of not liking Majesty. Was there not to like? That's the first question. He came soliciting, and that's B-boy. I personally told him there is something that needs to be fixed in this child, which I understand is a problem. First, I told someone it was a problem, I think 2 persons, and they said it is not a problem, but I know Majesty has issues, and I call that problem that needs to be fixed. But first, I think she needed to own up to the fact that she's got problems. For anyone to be treated, you first need to be tested and I think be given a result of your medical abilities before you get treatment. But in a case where you can't get tested rather, or you don't own up to the fact that you've got fever, how then do you get treated? But that's personal conversation between myself and a couple of persons. So I felt it extra mild when she was direct for something that had nothing to do with her in the first place. And again, I said this is the 3rd time, if not the 4th, that she had done that. I see no reason why Majesty, Stars, I'm not going to say, but I think you have my biography. I am not a child. I am not a child. In the family where I come from, I think if I don't have people who are older than Majesty, I have 7. I don't want to know her age, but I'm certain about that. That's not why we are here, and that's not the reason why I'm giving this statement. But I am saying, if I could hold the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd time, knowing too well that the person who is directly behind me is a girl, and it's just not a girl, it's a full-fleshed woman, who I know is not just a woman, but a strong one, and a mad one too, who I think if she were here at this moment, I am sure Majesty won't do what she does. I am totally sure about that. But I decided to look at her, not as my sister, but for the reasons to say, as someone who I could take her excesses. I took the 1st, I took the 2nd, I took the 3rd. Again, like I said, I am human too. And if I went extra mile, trust me, Stars, I would not be apologetic, not at this moment. Maybe later I might feel remorse and guilty, but not at the point. If I did take an action like I wanted to. Her being direct to people, and I'm sure you said you heard, a couple of times I have heard Majesty use the word bitch. We know bitch is a strong word, but sometimes we let it go. I understand her vocabularies can be different from some others, but it is not excuse to use hard words. Bitch is the sexiest word Majesty has in this house, if I may say so. Yeah, because she has stronger words than that. The word bastard, the word fool, even telling a man, I'll kick your ass, was heavy for me to contain. That's for yesterday into the early hours of today. And if we all came here and decided to do something different, I could see old people. I know how many ladies here are way older than the age where you say someone is an adult, going on their knees. Yes, some thought it was stupid, but I feel in the context of where we come from, there are things people don't do on a norm. In Nigeria, I'm sure telling someone I am sorry is a big deal. It is really a big deal to use the word I am sorry in this part of the world where we come from. But I know how many people do that on a norm, just to act nice. It doesn't mean people are stupid. We call Your Majesty to just come and pretend to be sorry. Let's assume everyone misunderstood your statement, which I do understand absolutely everything that was sent via the head of house. I understand English to a point. I understood the message word for word. But maybe, yes, we were reading other meanings, even though we actually understand the meaning of the context that was on ground. We asked Majesty to pretend to be sorry. So we could know if you, Stars, you are just acting up, or maybe you're punishing us with your silence for something different. Saying sorry would not have changed anything, but in assumption, we understood that there was a problem on ground and we felt she apologizing, not to anybody in the house, but maybe to you, which is just the camera and the microphone, would have done good. And we would have been justified to know that, okay, we saying sorry since yesterday or trying to pacify you to come back with his voice would have done good for us. But she objected. Instead, she said we. And that's to say everyone in the house apologizes to her for reasons or for causes we do not know. Then again, okay, someone opted out to say, okay, at least come and explain to us why you need an apology. She refused. And someone said something to me in the background, which is one of the things she did a few nights ago. And I responded to the person in my own tune and language. And she stood up to be direct, calling me a bastard. That I am, though. And so many other words that I didn't think at this point she had any immunity to do that. Maybe before now I would have ignored. But at the moment or at the point of feeling that I had, I think she had it to my maximum. And again, I said it, Stars. If I had reacted differently, I wouldn't have been sorry. But gracious God, I didn't go far. And trust me, I might still be as angry as I was. But I'll take your pattern. I'll keep quiet. And I'll react when the time is right. I will. I definitely will. Yes.
Abutu.
Stars.
Stars is a patient listener. And you will notice, all the while you spoke, not for once did I cut him.
Thank you, Stars.
Because I wanted you to ventilate your anger. Like you say, you're human. And you have every reason to be vexed. Obviously, I am seeing you in this state for the very first time. All the conversations with B-Boy Wheels, I was aware. Severally, I heard housemates making accusations and counter-accusations of how you don't even know who you're speaking with. You never can tell if Stars himself is a spirit. On a milder note, I am human. Abutu,
Stars.
it will be biased of me to take a stand without hearing from Majesty.
True.
For now, you may be seated. Majesty, the last 10 hours have been full of controversies from your side. What exactly is the bowl of contention?
Since Mata head of house read that thing yesterday, I've been getting insulted. Even if people are not saying bitch, my character has just been diminished in this house. There's nothing people have not said about me since yesterday. she's this, she's that, she's the only one that's not America, she's a queen. But nobody's putting it in their head that all of these people are coming against me. Now, everybody assumes that it's because of what happened, transpired during the meeting, that you're not talking. Yes, I understand that people may not like me in this house. I don't have a problem with it. But for them to use this opportunity for something that I'm voicing, at which most people probably even have the same feeling, but I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward, and I'm not fake stars. I will not say something because you're listening, and I know you know. You've heard everything everybody here has said. But I stood up for myself. I didn't stand up for everybody in this house. And I said something, and they got offended. Even before I stood up, people were hissing. People had a problem. Okay, now this morning, in as much as Abutulu wants to claim he has no problem with me, look at the words, look at the things he said here, that I have a mental problem. No, if it was somebody else, I'm just saying that his sister is talking about, he doesn't know my age, he doesn't know me. And you've told us that this house is not a house of who is old and who is young. If it was somebody that was talking about his sister like that, would he sit down and just be keeping quiet? I'm just asking, because there's nothing, they may not say bitch, but they've said other things. When I even say the word bitch, where I'm coming from, I understand that yes, Nigeria is bad, but people use it as a term of endearment. Abuturu stayed here. Now he wants to lie that he was talking to somebody else, blah, blah, blah. But it was on my matter. Nobody's going to insult me, and I would say, I came here quietly today. I came here and sat down here. And I said to myself, whenever Stars comes to talk to us, then I will apologize for what I want to apologize for. But I kept asking people yesterday, what are you apologizing for? What exactly are you apologizing for? I know what I want to apologize for until when I hear your voice. But people were pushing me, saying all sorts of things. Now, Abutulu has scratched me. He came there and dragged me down the stairs and scratched me. Because of what? Because of what? I mean, I'm a human being too. All the things these people say in this house, every other day, they gather and they have a meeting. They have a meeting and they'll be talking. And I keep it to myself. I keep calm. But if I say anything, Majesty has busted. Majesty has exploded. I'm a human being too. I'm equally a human being because I'm not crying. How will you come to the stairs and come and drag me? I have a scratch on my neck now because of you. And you're sitting down here acting like one holy guy that has no problem with me, which you know is not true. You know it's not true. Why would you pull me? Stars, as now I'm talking again, everybody's saying shh, shh, shh. And you told me to talk. I don't understand in this house. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Majesty,
Yes, Stars.
from the very first day, you stepped your feet into the house. And after a conversation with you, I said to myself, that this is someone that is pregnant with ideas and innovations. For every housemate in the house, I see beyond what they portray. You are of the opinion you are the most hated in the house. But trust me, you are not the most nominated. The same people you feel speak ill of you do not nominate you for possible eviction. That I can tell you authoritatively. So at times, what you feel is just a personal opinion. The moment you start lending your ears to unproductive gossips, then you feel uncomfortable. If not for the fact that the house has rules and regulations and stands its very principle, if I tell you the housemates with the highest nominations yesterday, you will be left with mouth agape. So, Disabuse your mind of the thought that anyone hates you. Because the housemate you feel is the most loved might just end up being the most hated. In the real sense, no one hates anyone and no one truly loves anyone. The rule of the game is simple. No permanent friends, no permanent enemy. Majesty,
Yes, guys.
housemates hating on you does not translate into votes. No one, and I repeat, no one has the right to ask you out of the house, no matter how much they complain. Always have this at the back of your mind, irrespective of where you have traveled to or where you have been. The values of each country differ. Some things you say, wherever you're coming from, that is seen like a compliment, might be taken like an insult. Over here, as a psychologist, one of your duties is to understudy every prevailing environment and know what obtains there. I don't know your area of psychology, but if you were a clinical psychologist, you would have been helping in resolving differences in the house, not being in the middle of controversies. At every point in time, if you feel there's so much on you, carry out this exercise. Get a very cold glass of water. Decide to seclude yourself. Take a sip of a very cold water. Listen to your favorite music and carry out an inward appraisal. What exactly are you doing in excess or you're not doing at all? Because for every action, there is a proportional reaction.
It's that reality TV.